Good morning, Michael Walsh with Roger Norgel here. Welcome to Norwal Farm. It's been a few weeks since we've had a video. Things are kind of slowing down here at the farm. We're kind of in between times with the ewes lambing. We did several things in this video, so this is kind of a summary of what's been going on a daily basis here at the farm over the last few weeks. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell, and hit the like button. That helps our channel. And if you would, please leave us a comment and share this video with a friend. Once again, thank you for joining us at Norwal Farm. This doe was hopping over every fence in the barn. I could not keep her contained. So I put her over here first, but then I realized she would go in there and eat the creep feed because she can get through that hole. So I put her over here. These ewes are just getting hay, which that'll be fine for her. I'll probably sneak her a little bit of grain. These fences are tall enough, I don't think she'll get out. And there's an electric fence over there. She's trained to electric fence, the kids will learn. If she does get through with the other goats, she can just stay there. But I could not keep her contained in the barn. She gets out 2 or 3 times a day and tears stuff up, and so they've graduated to outside. Goats are into everything. This is where they're supposed to be, and that's where 3 of them decided to go, and even had to go up the steps. So they create their own playthings. We'll get them down here. Did some shifting today. I took the billy goat Joel out of here, and that's the 3 doelings walking right out there. So I brought them out here and put Joel in with the 2 wethers. That tan one goes to the market on the 2nd. And then we'll leave the black one in there with Joel. And then as long as Joel's in there, we'll just keep one wether with him for company. And then the black doeling and her kids, I turned out here. Got them away from the sheep, because we're going to start graining the ewes, and I'm going to start graining the goats. These kids just aren't getting quite enough milk, I don't think. And the grass is starting. They've got 3 paddocks all the way down that they can go, and they can start grazing some grass. And then I'm going to set a creep feeder up in the shed there for the kids, and we're going to bring the other 4 does and their kids down and let everybody be out here. I think that's going to work better that way, because the kids are eating creep feed up there, and this will be better all the way around. I put a water tank here for the fat lambs. Goats are over there. So for the time being, that's going to work until we wean lambs, and I got to figure out something different. Does and kids are out here. It's the first morning after we brought them out yesterday, and we're feeding them grain. The rams and the llama, they're getting some grain too. So anyway, they've done well. We had to modify the feeding station because the black doe yesterday jumped over it and was eating the dog food. So we put a lid on it, and that should work. But we decided to name her Trouble. She's always getting into stuff, and she's just trouble. So anyway, everybody appears to be doing really well out here today. It's a beautiful day today. It's probably going to be in the 60s, but we're supposed to have freezing rain 2 days from now on Thursday. So it's still that time of year. Weather's trying to change over to spring and summer. We had started the does and rams, and Heidi was out there with them on the grain again. I happen to think our grain mix has Bovatec in it, which is a medication that reduces or prevents coccidia, and I didn't think about it, but it is toxic to llamas. So I'd only started it like 2 days ago maybe. So what we'll do, and she likes goats, she and Joel are buddies, we'll just put these guys on corn and oats, no Bovatec in it, and that'll work. Won't be a problem. And we'll just keep her in here until we got enough pasture, and then she can go out on pasture with Joel and the rams. So that's the plan. Got the crete pin set up for the kids, and I made just a little trough out of some scrap wood we had, so put that to use. There's one of the wethers that needs to go in with the other wether, and that one as well. So we're going to get those guys out here shortly. But can't change the spacing on those bars because you go one wider and then they can get their shoulders through and get in there. So that is working for right now. So we'll just leave it like it is. They can get 1 foot through, but they can't get both shoulders through. Once again, I had to adapt this creep pen. That brown and white doe was in here and she jumped over. So we've got probably about 5.5, 6 feet of wire panel around here. So I put some more grain in for the kids, and none of the big ones got in there. So I think we've got it finally constructed good enough. We sent the tan wether to market yesterday, so I put these two, the last 2 yearling wethers we have in here with the billy goat and the other wether. These wethers will just stay in here and we'll keep them on grain, get them ready for market. We just have the 2 pet wethers over there, Snowy and Leonard. And then all the does and the kids are over there. And that's the group that will go out and graze the browse this summer across the road with the neighbors, and then down to another neighbor up in Batavia. We're trying something different with our spring lambs this year. I'm going to put them on grain while they're on pasture. We've never done that in the past because I've always had an issue with coccidia. And we'll wean them. There again, we'll wean them at 8 to 10 weeks of age. And so we'll get them started on creep and keep them on creep in the pasture. So I'm going to convert, this is an old dog feeding station, and I'm going to convert it into a portable creep station so I can move it with the ewes and the shade, the portable shade when they're on pasture. The creep feed we have has a medication in it that helps prevent coccidia, keeps it in check. So we're going to try that this year and see how it works. With the rotating the pastures every few days, that should control the worm issue, but the coccidia seems to be a problem. So we're going to give it a try and see how it works. So we're going to take this apart and then reconstruct it. This is some of that spare wood from that shed that blew down, so we're repurposing the wood and materials. Well, I've gotten this far. It doesn't look the best, but it's what I had, and we're repurposing what we had. So this is an old creep gate I had constructed before, and we're going to use that. This 2x6 is going to go, I ran out of screws so I can't put them in, but it's going to go down here. It's going to go down there to make that a solid floor, because without that being more solid, I don't think they would go in and out of that. So I ran out of screws, so I just got to secure that. I just noticed this is loose here, so we're going to have to get some screws and reattach that. And then I got to order the feeder. It's going to be a plastic with it's got a metal lid, but I think it's a 6-hole. It's either 4 or 8-hole. I don't remember. But the dimensions there is 36 inches. So depending on the width of the feeder will determine what I buy, and then it will hold probably 25 to 50 pounds of grain. So we'll just get them started on creep and then just slowly build them up. It's actually pretty sturdy. It's straightened up pretty good. When we get that other 2x6 secured there, that's going to really secure this up really well. So for a piece of surplus material, and we're going to repurpose it. Finished the portable creep station. We're going to use this summer on the pasture. You can see the creep feeder in there. It's a Balin Country. It's a 6-hole feeder. It's got adjustable part there at the bottom. It slides down there, those 4 bolts there are on wing nuts, and you can lower it. I put the opening on this end rather than the other end. So openings are about 12 inches. This side's 11, that side's 12. I measured what I had down at the other building. And then I was going to use this for the entrance, but I changed my mind. That extra board I put in there, you can see that 2x6 in there, that actually stabilizes this, so when I pull it, it'll be a lot more secure. This is a watertight lid, so lifts up, and when that goes down, it's over the edge here. And so that keeps the water from going in there. And I put this top on sides to prevent rain from blowing in. It'll also provide shade. This will be near the portable shade out in the pasture. But initially, we can put grain in over here. Easy access, and I'll just put enough to get them started. And then once they're eating pretty well, I'll lower that regulator. You can see those wing nuts down there. Loosen those, and then that metal guide goes down, and we'll put that down so that it just, slowly regulates the feed. And then this feeder actually holds 75 pounds of feed. I don't know that I will put that much in there, but everything except for the feeder and some of the screws are all repurposed materials. So I'm hopeful this works. It's pretty heavy, but we've got the tractor. We have to use the tractor to move the portable shade, and we'll just hook onto this and move this as well. And there'll be a dog feeding station too that we move. So it looks better than I thought it would. But everything's not quite straight up and down, you can see there, but all things considered, I'm pleased with it. So like I said, this was all scrap material. The feeding station was old. We weren't using it. And I thought, well, we'll try it and repurpose it. This plywood was from the portable building that blew over, so we're repurposing that. Well, we had rain all day yesterday with some wind, and I realized there is some water in there in the trough, so I need to extend the side panel all the way back, and that'll keep the rain from getting in that trough there. And that should work pretty well. I don't think I need to put anything up here, because if I do that, I can't fill it. Finished up the side panels here, put those 2 extra side panels on, so that gives it plenty of cover from the rain. Good openings there for them to go in. And if I do have to clean the bottom of the feeder, I actually drilled a hole in each bottom of that so the water can drain out. But if I do have to clean it out, I can actually tip this up on end and just walk right in there and clean it. It's pretty easy to tip. So I've got some more clips of different subjects, but I think that'll do it for this video. We want to thank you for joining us at Norwal Farm, and we will see you next time. Have a great week.